What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and we're probably a little bit late on this upload, but today is our Beyond Omega level series where we break down the most powerful characters in comics, and since Doctor Strange came out already, naturally, we have to cover him. But as powerful as the MCU version of Doctor Strange is, he pales in comparison to his power level in the comics, which is normally the case with the movies versus the comics. And so for this video, we're specifically talking about Doctor Strange as he was depicted prior to having his power reduced in 2009. So if you hear anyone talking about what's referred to as pre-retcon Doctor Strange or classic Doctor Strange, this is the version we're talking about. So Doctor Strange was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko and first appeared in Strange Tales number 110 in 1963. Now, most of you are probably familiar with his origin, but if not, Stephen Strange was a skilled but arrogant surgeon whose career was destroyed when he was in a car accident that shatters the bones in his hands and leaves him with nerve damage so severe that he can no longer perform surgery. Now, desperate to get his career back, Doctor Strange begins a quest to find any possible means to repair his hands. But this leads him to spend all of the vast fortune he's made over his medical career, leaving him destitute and no closer to repairing his hands. Now, everything changes when he overhears a conversation about a mysterious man known as the Ancient One who lives in the Himalayas and has vast healing powers. So Stephen, of course, seeks out the Ancient One, who initially refuses to heal him because of his hubris. But after Strange humbles himself and agrees to become his disciple, the Ancient One begins training him in the mystic arts. Now, over the years, Strange would become Sorcerer Supreme of Earth and would continue becoming more and more powerful until he relinquished the title of Sorcerer Supreme in Brian Michael Bendis' New Avengers number 54. Now, since that time, Doctor Strange has regained the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme, but his power has not come close to the level it was prior to him being retconned. Now, like many of the characters we cover on this series, coming up with a list of powers for Doctor Strange is difficult because his only real power is his skill in performing magic spells and using magical artifacts. However, because he is so adept at magic, he's able to do a wide variety of things. And this version of Doctor Strange is so powerful that he could basically do anything he wants, hence why Marvel decided to nerf his power level later on. But a partial list of his abilities would include flight, time travel, protective shields, astral projection, telepathy, telekinesis, blasts of mystical energy, and teleportation. But as we often do, I think the best way to get an idea of how powerful classic Doctor Strange was is to discuss some of his more impressive feats. So in one instance, a sorcerer named Stigero had basically been transformed into a living star, and Doctor Strange caused the star to collapse into a black hole and throws it into the cosmic wheel of change, which is basically just a plot device that was created by the In-Betweener to reshape the universe. But the takeaway point here is that Doctor Strange was able to survive being in close proximity to a star, which is an impressive feat in and of itself. But not only was he able to do that, he was also able to create a black hole and then destroy it. Now, speaking of the In-Betweener, if you're not familiar with him, he's a cosmic abstract in the Marvel Universe that represents the concept of duality and is capable of high-level reality warping. And if you want to know more, I do have a Beyond Omega level video about him that you can always check out. But regardless, at one point, Doctor Strange finds himself trapped in the In-Betweener's reality warping and is subjected to intense mental torture, which eventually drives him insane. However, he eventually breaks free of the In-Betweener's grasp by summoning the cosmic abstracts of Lord Chaos and Master Order, defeating the In-Betweener and then imprisoning him. So here we end up seeing Doctor Strange operating on the level of cosmic entities, which places him extremely high on the power hierarchy of Marvel Comics, as these entities represent the concepts that hold the universe together. Now, shortly after this, he's able to change the direction of the Wheel of Change, which undid all the changes to the universe the In-Betweener had brought about. So this basically represents Doctor Strange being able to alter the history and fabric of the universe. In another instance, Doctor Strange interacts with the Beyonder in both pre-retcon and post-retcon forms, with his pre-retcon version being vastly more powerful and able to manipulate matter and warp reality to the point that he could destroy entire universes with a single thought. Now, when the two interact, Doctor Strange creates a veil of illusion that traps the Beyonder until Doctor Strange frees him from it. And he remarks that he could have left him in the illusion for all of eternity if he wished. And this statement is verified by the Beyonder himself. Furthermore, Doctor Strange is able to undo the reality warping the Beyonder had done, meaning that he himself possesses vast reality warping powers. And as we've seen over the course of this series, once we establish that a character can alter reality, we know they're way beyond Omega level, as there's basically nothing outside of their capabilities. Doctor Strange's list of feats do not end there. When confronted by the Living Tribunal, who is widely considered to be the second most powerful, regularly occurring character in Marvel Comics, only being surpassed in power by the one above all, Doctor Strange encountered this guy, and the Living Tribunal trapped him within a spell called the Roving Rings of Ragador, which he proclaimed no sorcerer could escape. But Doctor Strange breaks the spell with the greatest of ease, much to the surprise of the Living Tribunal, who remarks that he'd never seen it done before. And finally, Doctor Strange had faced the concept of death itself, unites with the cosmic entity Eternity, and in doing so, gets over his fear of death and therefore becomes death, meaning that he will no longer age and is effectively immortal unless killed in battle. Now, there are nearly countless examples of classic Doctor Strange's powers, but some others that we haven't mentioned yet include negating the cosmic winds that were strong enough to topple planets from their orbits, and he's been able to defeat ridiculously powerful beings like Dormammu and Nightmare in their own realms, where they're basically omnipotent. He's also defeated Shumagorath, who's another nearly omnipotent being that's conquered entire universes in the multiverse. I also have Beyond Omega level videos on Dormammu, Nightmare, and Shumagorath if you want to learn more about why being able to beat those three guys is a testament to how insanely powerful Doctor Strange was at his peak. But yeah, living forever, never aging, well, living forever until he died, summoning cosmic entities, and warping reality, classic Doctor Strange was a ridiculously overpowered and well beyond Omega level character. And of course, I know that there are a lot of feats that I didn't list here, but I tried to go over the most impressive. And really, what else can you add to make him seem more powerful than this? I don't really know. You know what? Let me know. Post it down in the comment section. But with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this to an end. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace.